You should probably take that jacket off, though.
Nope, I'm gonna look good.
You're gonna push your car out in the jacket?
Guys,
a corduroy jacket.
So, I'm too fat to close this jacket. We're going to a green...
You can do it. There you go. Happy St. Patty's Day.
So, you know, we gotta get the car out. We were gonna bring my car there, because it's green, but the wrap's not done in time, which is okay, but we're gonna go pull out the trailer, what we got so far, so Bartech can look at it, and we're gonna do some tuning on the street and stuff like that. Fun fact, I also went to go to the Secretary of State to re-register my car today, and I realized I already did that like a month ago, so.
Mike's brain's firing on all cylinders. He's celebrating St. Patty's Day early.
Okay, let's go do it.
Yeah, every cylinder.
I'm a 6-stroke.
This is pretty steezing. So, guy's gonna come later today with the quarters and the front fenders, but for now, ooh, even with this gray,
Looks good, right?
It looks great.
Pretty happy with it. Definitely not what I expected, but I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, a good surprise. Look at that, I even hold my jacket because I'm an Aston Martin driver. 007 with long hair. 007 who doesn't get enough sleep.
Yeah. So, all right, you throw the GCU in there, and we're gonna go talk about the intercooler for this bad Larry. So, we got everything up and plumbed. I got nice welded inlet now. I got a little blow-off valve down there. I got all this. I got my water pump mounted. So the only thing I got to do is go from here to here, which fitting is over there. All of the front is mounted. The AN lines are all plumbed. But, like we said, the stock boy is pretty trash. It's not trash, but it's not great. This one leaks, so I guess that does consider it trash. So today, we are going to be unboxing a new intercooler.
That's what, America.
Ooh, wow, that got close to my finger.
Don't do that, dude.
Bang, bang. All right, let's see what we got. You keep the directions.
No, I was throwing them over at the car. So we didn't. Or so you didn't.
Dun da da da. Dun da da da.
It's black.
It's black?
Yeah, of course it's black. No.
Ooh. It looks snazzy though.
It looks big.
Dude, that thing's yoked up, dude.
Oh wow, look at that. Look at the fins and tubes and whatever they call them, those things in there.
Yeah.
Alright, doors functional again.
All right, we got Big Mama. So take the bottle, put the bottle on the back, and then we're gonna have to cut these off so that we can weld on the AN bungs again, but no big deal. And then we'll remount all the bottom brackets.
So we're just mount that a little different.
Oh no, it still mounts to a bracket
Oh, it
over
goes-
here.
oh,
it's
nice.
just because it's thicker.
We just gotta
and
go
then this
a little
just
loop.
does, yeah, did a loop down. Performance, power. And all right, let's get to swapping some stuff. All right, guys, so update. I took my AJ Hartman duct out just because it sits way lower than the stock hood, so I wasn't sure where I gotta trim it, but we can grab that in a second. But yeah, you can see that, you know, it's under the hood line, so that's always good. the duct, you know, sits much lower, so I'm gonna have to cut a big hole out of that, which I already have, and I test fit it back on. I might make another one that's more flush and then comes with a, you know, more serious drop closer to the front, where this one's more of a gradual all the way back. So I had to cut a pretty big hole, but either way, it's in, it's all plumbed, it's looking great. So we're gonna do some mental math probably on screen. 5 pounds, the intake manifold, throttle body, J-pipe was 7. This was 13 pounds, so I think it was like 7 and 13 is 20, and 5. And it took like a little over a gallon of coolant, which is like, I think 5 or 7 pounds. So, I mean, all in all, I think I was right around 30, which puts me at like a 25 pound weight savings. I guess this is probably like 1 or 2 for the pump, and then, you know, maybe a 1 or 2 in hoses. So probably all in all about a 20 pound weight savings. We moved everything back behind the axle, which is always good. Yeah, so we did some initial testing. We're just Bartek's here doing the HTG for the 8HP and for the DCT as well. So a lot of focus has been just maximizing his time here. I had a CAN communication issue, so the car is not running totally sweet, not enough to do pulls right now. Just some torque messaging errors with the car is being coded as a DCT now, because it started as a 6 HP, swapped to a manual, we coded it to be a manual, and now we're coding it back to be a DCT, so that way I can have gear and stuff on the dash. The dash has always worked, but in a DCT or a 8 HP car, it shows your gear actually on your dash. I have a separate display, so that'll be nice to have on the dash. So we're just figuring out some communication issues there, but I mean, that should take only a few hours this morning to get sorted out. Yeah, for right now, the water pump is just on a connector. I'm going to be wiring it to output on the HTG. That's just going to be the easiest for me. If you didn't have HTG or that, you would just put this on a switch and, you know, flick it on, or you can, these come with like a PWM setting thing, so you can set temperature for when it to turn on and scale and everything like that. So those are really nice from, I think Davies Craig is the company that makes the water pump. But I mean, all in all, the fitment is just perfect. No changes, so that's always good. You know, the bottle mounts. I'm not a huge fan of how this is angled, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers for that. Yeah, I just did the same thing. We put all the AN lines on. I kept this one from the bottom of the bottle, goes in, down through the cooler, and back up in. I mean, it's pretty simple. I'm honestly surprised with the whole thing. I think the most complicated part is just making this side of the piping, whether you had twins or single or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's pretty cold today, so that acquisition on the intercooler like deltas from stock is probably going to take a few weeks just for the temperatures to warm up, so we can get more apples to apples comparison. But yeah, I'm super excited to start testing it, beating the crap out of it. We'll have some track days coming up here in April, so that'll really be, you know, the final test. Is, you know, it's hard, right? Because you talk to people and they're like, oh, well, you know, I drove my car and, you know, I was driving around and then I did a pull on the highway and my intercooler's not as bad as yours. And it's like, yeah, guys, that's normal, right? But also, like, this car needs to survive 20 minutes on the track. Like, if you can send me logs of you doing 20 minutes of highway pulls, that's basically the same thing as this on track for a whole session. So long-term efficiency, that is really the most important with this. It's not just, oh, I did one pull and my air intake temps aren't that bad, right? We want, after the car has been heat soaked, you know, what is it doing? And really, the water to air is just the only way to stay efficient. That's why basically every car in the world now runs that. Every new car, every endurance car, every real race car, it is all water to air. It is just how it works. So as you can see, this was pretty aggressive with its downward slope into the engine bay versus like the top line is the actual hood line. So She definitely got a thick section cut out, but that's all good. Still plenty of room for activities, so we can get this riveted back down. We'll get the bumper thrown on. Hood still closes, like I showed you before. It's still under the hood line. So yeah, I kind of like it popping out a little bit. Looks sweet. Man, this is just so much better than stock. Look at me getting it dirty already. So yeah, one of the big reasons I also reached out to Wagner was this uses their competition. Whoa! So one of the reasons I reached out to Wagner also was this uses their competition core, which is a tube and fin design on the inside, so it's extremely efficient. It's actually 114% better area than stock, which is just huge. And it's bigger, but it also has a 33% less delta in back pressure across the face. So, you know, the hot air that's going in, instead of getting stuck and clogged and just creating a bunch of heat on this side before it forces its way through, less back pressure equals an easier path through. That's less heat, that's less energy loss across the face of it, and that leads to more power. That's really how you actually get the power. I mean, that also keeping air intake temps as low as possible. Lower air intake temps mean lower power, better air density. So yeah, all around, this is basically one of the best top mount intercoolers on the market. And I'm super excited to go give it a rip. She looks pretty mean. I need to fit the front bumper back on, but it's been a hot minute. But after this, guys, I'm running out of mods. Like, what am I gonna do with myself now? I'm gonna have to like actually drive the car. I'm gonna have to like buy brake pads and tires now. Like, that's gonna be my only thing. Mike and I were talking last night. We're like, what do we do? We're gonna drive ourselves crazy. We're used to just always, oh, rip the whole intercooler system off, all the pipes, redo all of it, redo this, redo that. That's just how development works. And now we're at a point where we're like, oh man, it's summer. We're actually gonna be able to use the cars. This is crazy. So, but enough of me rambling. Let's get to some street tuning on these. Let's get some nice action shots outside and get the people going. Give them what they want to see. You guys want to see this shit in action, not just sitting in the garage.
Like 100% basically when you enter 10%?
Yeah, so I reduce it to 1 millisecond of length just to have the sound, because it's other than this it's like
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, it sounds sweet. It doesn't sound like any car I know. Just makes weird noises.
Yeah. But here on the upshift, does it make any sound? Is it making any sound?
Yeah, it makes a fart a little bit.
Okay. Okay, I can try changing the...
Do whatever you want. Don't worry about the sound. Just make it shift good.
Well, he could probably tell if it's actually shifting by the sound, right? Because you can tell if it's spark or ignition cuts and stuff. I can get one on my phone if you want to be able to hear it for next time.
I mean, we'll be able to hear it here.
Okay.
All right, let's go 1 or 2 more speeds.
First time it's had body panels in a hot
Chris, are
second.
you sure this is my car?
No.
I don't remember it being like this.
No, neither do I.
I don't even recognize it.
It has literally every body panel on it. No, it has side skirts. So it's your car. No side skirts.
Pretty happy with it.
I really love the green. I kind of wish the Seems Legit was on this door so we could see it in the light.
I'm blaming Ryan.
God damn it, Ryan. So the thought was we would do green with the black. Seems Legit garage. And we thought it was going to pop maybe a little bit more, or in the sun you'd be able to really see the contrast difference between the matte wrap and the glossy green, but it's a little hard to tell. And obviously in the shadow side, it really does not make it any easier. So we'll have to see in the light, because our backup plan is to use the emergency yellow as like a pinstripe outline on the Seems Legit garage. So almost like layering like a 1/16 of an inch or something.
Yeah, just like a little accent.
Oh, is Charlie coming out to see the car? Charlie, don't eat the soap. Don't eat the soap. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Hello. Hello. That's a car.
Come here.
Oh, he's gonna walk himself. Mike's such a pro. I can't even see what I'm recording.
See if we can see the blue out of you.
I know the wheels definitely look way better with this livery.
Yeah.
I really like.
It's looking good. Here at 392 Challenger. I lied, I hear a Dodge truck with sirens. Can you?
Oh my god, that was...
Motherfucker, I've been mortified, 45, feeling like a Mordecai. I ain't regular, feel like Jordan wearing 45. Traumatized, victimized, seen some of my die. Knock you off a base with a bat when them slide. Homicide, genocide, televised, emphasize, perpetuating war. Tell that nigga he gon' pick a side. Hood ties from hood lines, now nigga doing dope lines. Don't run into the cops, that's a big exercise. Don't run into the cops, that's the motto. I don't see it coming to an end like legato. Get chipped like staccato, send a wave through the hood, now sounding like vibrato. Why you eat bread with avocado? We be trying to dodge shells before it landing on tomato. Singing all my sorrows on Apollo. I've been trying to pave the way, but they didn't tell me it was potholes. America ain't dreaming, it been scheming when the birth of a nation came from black. We all know it's black genius. Everybody love the culture, they be black by convenience.
Hold on, my killer. You talking way too much conscience. Speak about some girls or some money or some diamonds or something. I'm not telling you to rap, not to rap how you rap, but make something we can vibe to.
Sounding like a real anthem. Telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get
All right, Ryan's for all the glory. I'm out of gas.
My bitch with a kiss on my left like, I am not a man with a limp. I'm a man with a gift and a boy might shoot like, I'm the man in the city. I'm a bank account bigger and my bank account bigger. That's without a doubt. I'm 100 steps ahead. That's a lot of mouth. That's a lot of clout. What you all about? What you all about? You a boy out, nigga. I'm a big dog. Tell the truth, I don't get charged. This shit kinda corny. Motherfucker, turn this shit off, bro. I can't rap how everybody else rap, bro. Everybody talk about cars, clothes, chains, and money. That shit corny as fuck, bro.
Yeah, right.
I don't even rap about that.
Ryan with the creme de la creme Fox body revving.
Don't be a bitch, Ryan.